Ready to go. All right, that's Shaw out for Twin Valleys. And number 205 for Naptown, Ricky Bobby, right on their tail. Naptown trying to run to the front to protect their points. And I believe Shaw was taken out by Shady Lane there at the front. Great little hit to the outside. This is Tornado Alley jamming with a very appropriate little spin. And I think that's Chapel Pone doing their best fighting in the back. Really excellent defense by this TBRD wall. Oh, but a star pass to Warp Speed. That makes our first Station 2 star pass of the day. I don't know if we mentioned it. Station 2 is the sponsor. It's not like a specialty type of star pass. It's a sponsored star pass. Yeah. No, that's the Power Jam. Skaters lining up on the Plug It Up Jam line, sponsored by the Plug It Up podcast for the Monstrous Feminine. Oh, and that's Black Bolt. Absolutely just slamming through that wall. One thing about Black Bolt, you give them just a little bit of space and they're gonna just decimate. Excellent hit to that center blocker there from Black Bolt. It's hard to hit clean when you have that much speed and momentum. They do a really great job of it. Ooh, Luger trying to get a little bit of a shoulder on Black Bolt and just barely missing. I'm sorry, that was Blackout that I was speaking about. Black Bolt was also jamming and doing a great job. My mistake. Sorry, jammers. I do have a backup. I'm supposed to have a backup. Oh, Dio. I don't think Dio's here. We've got Huntress in the back there in the fantastic pink pads. And Ultraviolent. Ultraviolent is not playing this game, not letting Huntress draw them back. Really smart strategic move from Ultraviolent, just waiting. Oh, excellent hit to the outside from Phyllis Killer there. Whee. A little bit of a knockaround from L on Wheels on Ultraviolent. Oh, some great offense from Cupcake. Huntress looking for an extra point there. Looks like only picking up one. Five minutes in, and your score is Naptown 9, Twin Valleys 7. This B bracket all weekend long has been very tight and competitive. And we've got a Shaw, Ricky Bobby matchup again. Oh, excellent inside line coverage there from Low Bottomy. Oh, that was Chapel. Just kidding. Excellent inside line coverage from Chapel Pone. Ricky Bobby battling on that outside. Once again, lining up on the Plug It Up podcast jam line. We have our first lead change of the morning. Twin Valleys is now up by 1 point. I feel like this is going to be a game where we have a lot of lead changes. This is going to be a tight one. Naptown playing a really interesting 2-2 defense here, as in 2 braces, 2 butts. The alley is able to squeeze on through, and L on Wheels is to the box of the penalty, as is the TVRD pivot. Alley looking to take a whip off of Willow. People's Battle of Richmond is sponsored by Body Arc Fitness, fitness that is independent of the noise.
Right now we got Black Bolt coming out of the gate for Twin Valleys Roller Derby. Huntress getting held back by number 138. Cupcake.
Huntress has really great awareness of which blockers they already passed and which blockers they didn't already pass, so they know exactly who to hop in behind.
If you're here in Richmond with us today, you should check out some of our vendors, including Sacred Roller Skate Supply, local queer-owned. We love.
Also, Twitch watchers, you're not exempt. They have a really good website. This is Ultraviolent on the line for Twin Valleys, looking for an inside line. And Huntress again, jamming twice in a row, if I'm not mistaken, unless I completely blanked. But knocked to the inside by Phyllis Killer.
We have Huntress coming out for Naptown.
Ultraviolent knocked to the to the outside. Really great track awareness, knowing that if that blocker goes down, I do not have to go in behind them. Huntress looking for those points, getting knocked around by Phyllis Killer. I'm turning up the music because I like the song. You're welcome. First time we've seen L on Wheels jamming this morning. Oh, but Shaw is just unstoppable. They're a crazy combination of pushy and strong and also really good line work and footwork. We've got Hell No Kitty going to the box, but L on Wheels is out.
Also just want to take the time to shout out our non-skating officials. We are always looking for more. They are a huge help. If you are not comfortable on skates but you still want to be a part of roller derby, you can always be a non-skating official.
Do you want to be in the community and not get your butt kicked? NSO. Also ref, we'll teach you to skate. little bit of jammer on jammer here on the line. I said it yesterday, and I think it's true. Sometimes I think jammers just hit each other for fun. Ricky Bobby with the star in hand, looking for a star pass. Oh, really great hit there from Shady Lane. Shady Lane won MVP blocker on the first day of PBR. She's been having a fantastic weekend. Oh, that was a great hit, too. That was Shades of Gray on Naptown. Warp Speed providing excellent offense on that outside line for Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby is off of her initial. I like this song less, so I'm turning it down. I just wanted to listen to Stray Kids.
Did you put this on? Did you just put this on?
No.
Oh, okay.
Looks like on the track, Naptown is looking for an official review. Confused as to what's going on. I do believe somebody is officially reviewing something.
While they're doing that, I'll tell you about more of our sponsors today.
Absolutely. Tell me, Jackie.
We've got Vinyl Conflict.
Woo!
We've got Kinker Press, who printed all of our programs.
They look like yearbooks. If you haven't gotten one, they're very cute.
We also love a yearbook.
Love a yearbook.
Love a yearbook. Get your yearbooks up front. We've got Heartfelt Tattoo.
Ah, pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
All right, Jam is live. And it's Blackout Jamming. And I'm going to say their name right this time. No, and Blackout. Both of these two jammers are quite pushy. And it's Black Bolt out for lead. Last time we had a Black Bolt Blackout head-to-head, it was Blackout with lead. Oh, Blackout is coming for Black Bolt. I thought they were going to take them out.
Cannot see.
I don't know if Jana's here today.
Okay.
I don't know if they're here today either.
Okay, cool.
And then this one, I'm going to say we don't need to do Jan. It's too early.
Neither Ultraviolet or Huntress is out yet. And Ultraviolet coming right out the gate, just as I was saying nobody was out yet.
You know, some announcer should be keeping track of who gets leads so often. I believe this is Ultraviolet's first lead of the day. It's not me. Sure ain't. Either way, great showing by Ultraviolet. Very strategic call off, not letting Huntress pick up points.
And it is still a tight game. We have Twin Valleys Roller Derby at 30 points and Naptown Roller Derby at 12. It is truly anybody's game with 16 minutes left in the first half.
It's pretty low scoring for a whole quarter of a game. Very strong defense out there on the track today, making it very difficult for these jammers. Except for Shaw.
Shaw very quickly jumps straight over all the blockers.
We've got penalty not on the jammer, who is Ricky Bobby. As a penalty on Luger heading to the box. So TVRD is one blocker down. And a forearm penalty on Shaw. This is our first power jam of the day. Do you want to say it or should I?
Oh, I would love to say it. It's my postseason hell podcast power jam, of course. None other than...
Looks like Naptown was trying to hang out at the back to force TVRD to bridge out to the front, and that didn't pay off. We have a Naptown blocker going to the box for a pack destruction, Or a failure to reform. I can't tell.
It looks absolutely terrifying when the other team starts playing offense when you have no jammer skating.
Oh, yeah, you're like, no, I'm safe,
Yeah.
and you're not.
Absolutely not. Now you have 4 people running against you.
Shaw taking a little bit of a spill there, but immediately up and running. See, rookies, this is why we make you practice getting up so often. Oh, Shaw sliding around Blackout. Blackout's had an excellent weekend as a blocker. They have really great lateral movement. Full 2-minute jam here for these jammers. And you know what? They look great. Couldn't be me.
Exhausting, but... And it looks like
Hell no kitty
Ricky
here.
Bobby's getting sent to
L
the
on
box.
wheels, chasing down Shaw on the front.
So we have Ricky Bobby in the box right now, which means that Naptown's not going to start with a jammer.
No, it'll be a power start.
What would we call that?
I think we would call it a My Pussies in Hell podcast
That's
power
what
start.
I thought you were going to say.
It really rolls off the tongue.
It really does.
On that Plug It Up podcast jam line. All the P's today.
Lots of podcasts. I was saying yesterday, 2 days ago, that it does feel like we are on a podcast.
It does. That's what Theo and I were saying.
But it is with a captive audience. I guess people did pay and choose to come here today.
Not the Twitch ones.
Yeah. So yeah, you can find us at our Patreon. You can fund us. Our CRD.
Let's go, chat. Move over, podcast bros. You've got the podcast theys coming in.
It looks like some kind of official thing is happening.
I think it's a timeout.
Which gives us a great time to tell you about Fist City Print Club, which is a local skater-owned shop selling handmade skate-themed apparel and more. I've had about like 3 or 4 shirts from these guys. They're hilarious.
Cute. Oh, I'm wearing one right now.
Oh my god.
I'm wearing one of their designs. If you like my shirt, you can buy it at Fist City Print Club. They're over there. Look at that. Best ad read I've done all weekend.
That's free advertising right there.
People's Battle of Richmond is sponsored by Sacred Roller Skate Supply, your source for high-quality skates and gear, custom builds, and community engagement. Queer-owned and operated since 2020, Sacred brings not only a unique passion for fostering a supportive environment for skaters of all levels and identities, but also industry-leading brands to support a safe skating lifestyle. Whether it's roller derby, park skating, rink, or recreational, Sacred has you covered. They're at the back also as a vendor. If you have any questions about your skates or wheels or anything, go ask them. They're so knowledgeable. Their staff have all been working there for years. They're fantastic. Yeah, Thunder with the track maintenance. Oh, some nice offense there on the inside and on the outside. That is Vestigial Grim for TBRD trying to help their jammer. And Allie is able to capitalize off of that power jam start. Oh, beautiful hit there from Phyllis Killer. Ricky Bobby with star in hand. Could be looking for a pass. Could just be trying to be confusing. And sneaky stealthy. And the sneaky stealthy strategy is paying off. if not for Phyllis Killer.
And it looks like Willow from Twin Valleys is going to the box.
I did not hear the call. I thought it was a track cut. Not sure.
Not entirely sure.
Don't know. Shady Lane again, making these jammers cry. No, that's too loud. Sorry. I can't tell. There we go. Official review, question mark? All right, we've got TVRD Jammer sitting in the box.
Which means that this will be a My Pussies in Hell podcast power jam for
on the
Naptown.
Plug It Up podcast jam line. TVRD has 2 blockers on the track, no pivot, no jammer. This is going to be a tricky one. But also they've got pin pushing and Cupcake on the line. Neither of them are easy people to get around.
I was about to say, for just 2 blockers, they're still
giving
giving it their all.
Doing anything at all with that much offense. Great push to the outside by pin push in there. And again, it looks like Naptown is choosing to play some passive offense. Oh, we've got a star pass to your pivot, Phyllis Killer. A Station 2 sponsored star pass. But Huntress calls it off before she can enter the pack. That was an 8-point jam for Naptown Roller Derby, really closing that gap between them and Twin Valleys. Their score is 53-32. We have 11 minutes left in this half.
Is there going to be a halftime show?
Not on this one, I don't think. Oh, Ricky Bobby with the slide to the outside. Very fast feet there. A multiplayer call on Hell No Kitty, but Ultraviolent is out. Ricky Bobby yelling at their teammates, stop skating. We've been seeing this all weekend. Very, very fast packs just kind of running away from the jammer to protect their points. I forgot somebody could see me doing that.
Going to shout out a couple more of our sponsors. We have the Fox and Lamb. We have Haunts of Richmond, locally owned and operated, celebrating 20 years as Richmond's haunted history professionals. Public tours, private tours, and special events are offered year-round. Tickets are available at hauntsofrichmond.com. Check Haunts of Richmond out on all socials.
They sound fun. We should do something for Halloween.
Yeah. I wonder what the haunt is. Maybe it's
I don't
themed.
know. Is it within Richmond? Is it like spooky buildings?
That's a good point.
That'd be fun.
There are a
really
lot
great
of ghosts
strategic
in
call off
Richmond.
there from Shaw. Let me see how many points they picked up. Picking up 3 points. That's no easy feat when you have Huntress chasing you down. Tornado Alley against Ricky Bobby. Both of these quite pushy jammers, but against very strong walls. Ricky trying to take a whip off of Hell No Kitty and instead taking Hell No Kitty down. Allie able to just sneak around Blackout there at the front for lead jam. Oh, excellent offense on the outside from Blackout. Ricky Bobby not able to capitalize on it just enough.
And those blockers are not letting Ricky Bobby out of the pack. But it looks like we might have a Station 2 star pass happening.
We sure do. Man, I was excited to see Shady Lane jam. They haven't jammed yet today. They've been killing it as a blocker. Next time.
Next Station 2 star pass.
Next Station 2 star pass. People's Battle of Richmond is sponsored by Equinox Counseling. Thanks to Equinox Behavioral Health. Explore, learn, share, ... evolve. Huntress versus Black Bolt. I think this is the first time we've seen these two jammers up against each other. And Black Bolt is sneaky on that outside line for lead. Really excellent reforming from this TVRD wall, not letting Huntress just blow through them, except when they do. Robin Dagger is throwing a great hit there on Black Bolt. Bolt getting stuck on Warp and Robin Daggers. And Bolt able to pick up 3 points there. Hey, if you think this derby game is cool, guess who's playing next?
Who?
Oh, shit, it's me. Oh, no, it's Fort Myers Roller Derby versus Small Wonders Roller Derby. That should be a very tight match. That'll be really awesome. That's going to be at
11:15.
11:15. Oh, wow. Blink and you miss it. We have a jammer in the box. Ricky Bobby bobbing and weaving through that pack, but getting knocked out, I believe, by Phyllis Killer. Could have also been by Vestigio Grimm. Both of them have been throwing some really great hits today. Again, Phyllis Killer. And a back block there on Shady Lane. Fun fact, our offensive strategy for Rats yesterday was just to block Phyllis Killer. Literally just get her. Ricky Bobby handling that really, really, really well. Whipping around that tripod and then avoiding that hit from Phyllis Killer.
And with 4 minutes left, we have Twin Valleys Roller Derby at 64 points and Naptown Roller Derby at 44.
That was an 8-point jam there for Naptown. They're chasing him down. Shout out to our referees. Fun fact, it takes 7 referees for one sanctioned game.
7?
7. Count them.
All right.
Thanks for being here, refs. Thanks for volunteering your time. Shaw with the quick feet. Shady Lane trying to open up a hole for Huntress. but getting met by pin pushing. And we're cool, we're cool. Huntress looking for a whip off of Shady Lane, able to scooch out of the pack. The stream is not sponsored by Prime. Hashtag not spawn.
This game is sponsored, though, by Bingo Beer Co. Join us for the ultimate after party tonight after our final game at Bingo Beer Co. at 2900 West Broad Street. They're running a pizza and beer special just for us. They also have an arcade. It's quite fun with Dance Dance Revolution.
Oh, fun. And they have bingo tonight.
They
Living
do?
up to the name, yeah.
Oh.
That'll be fun. What a fun after party.
What a fun after party.
We've been reading ads for them all weekend, and tonight's the night. Also, did you know that PBR, this is the second year of PBR, next year's PBR,
What?
People's Battle of Richmond 2025,
Dates?
will be from October 10th to October 12th. So not Halloween weekend. If you are interested in coming to play for PBR, either again or for the first time, check out RCRD's website and contact us. Or probably message us on Instagram, and we'll connect you with our ILC coordinator. It's redundant. Okay. Just realized who Pedro Smash Cat.
That's funny.
So good.
That's a good one. Also, just want to say that we got tons of merch, basically from I think every single team that's here today.
Yeah, TVRDs
nearly,
is right there.
that you can purchase, where all the purchasing goods are, and also we have our raffle going.
Sure do. It's a 1 ticket for $3, 2 for $5, and arm's length for 10. If you want to go take a peek-sees at what you would win for the raffle, it's back in the corner. L on Wheels trying to get a hit on Tornado Alley, but Tornado Alley is a tough one. Not easily knocked around. Really smart call off there from Pone. It is hard to hear your bench coaches in this arena. It is loud, it is echoey. So those jammers have to pay very, very close attention to be able to hear them. Huntress, oh no, I'm sorry, that's Warp Speed able to just put on the speed. I was not trying to make a pun, but here we are. Bolt trying to generate some momentum. They've got fast feet, but they've got to be able to pick speed up to use those feet. And they're doing a great job moving side to side and opening up that pack. And they're out.
Huntress able to pick up some points for Naptown Roller Derby that jam.
That was Warp Speed. I know, Huntress was also on the track. I was thrown off as well.
Huntress's name was also on the screen.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But, I've always said, I wish there was a second screen.
Like a little one?
Yeah, like a little one that just told me everybody's names on at each jam. If you want another screen, you can give us some more money.
If you would like your announcers to be less confused, sponsor us next year. Somebody should sponsor the announcer table.
Yes.
Oh my God, that would be
Announcer
so funny.
table sponsored by another podcast.
Ooh, Shaw dodging a couple of hits there in the back. A little bit of bop into the referees. That's why we call right up to the edge of the ref lane the splash zone. Never really know what's going to happen. Do you have your water wings on, your little swimmies? Both of these jammers dancing around each other. Tornado Alley looking for some space on the inside line. Shady Lane to the box, I believe on a forearm. Oh, Huntress able to just ride that push until they found the line and then toe stop out of it. Tornado Alley trying to get around warp speed. They are deceptively difficult to get around for being a smaller skater. TVRD Wall doing an excellent job not allowing Naptown to run their jammer back.
It must be incredibly hard for the blockers to be skating both forwards, backwards, side to side, while getting pushed by another person.
Spun around.
Opened
like a door.
Thrown down. Oh, and started intermission.
Oh, wow, halftime's here. Look at that. And we've got a 69-64 game. Naptown really able to catch up to Twin Valleys in that first half. We're right back at being neck and neck like we were at the beginning. Okay, halftime. See you soon. Bye.
We're going to start our next half of this game pretty soon in the next 40-ish seconds.
Give or take.
Give or take. Find a good floor spot.
Put on your water wings if you're going to be in the splash zone. Safety first. Do life jackets count as protective gear?
I think so.
You're in like knee pads, elbow pads, wrist guard, helmet, mouth guard, life jacket.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Next time I'm in the splash zone, I'm gonna come in one of those big hamster like balls.
Oh, the bubbles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bubbles.
So if a ref falls on you, they bounce. I'm being unkind to the refs. None of them have fallen on a spectator this weekend.
I did see a jammer fly into a ref yesterday.
Yeah, that do happen. That's why we teach our refs to handle contact.
Oh.
They're like, oh, why do I have to learn how to receive contact? I'm like, because you're going to die.
Because we're going to tabletop you.
Yeah, because somebody's going to take out your knees. I don't know. Just about ready. Oh, it looks like Huntress is starting in the box. Wow, I have forgotten everything in a 15-minute halftime.
It's a blur.
It's all a blur.
It's a blur.
This is roller derby. Hoochie would like you to know. You heard it here first. Ooh, a little bit of a fly and a spill. Oh, I'm too loud. Forearm call there on a TBRD blocker. That leaves them down to 3. As Shaw comes around for her first scoring pass. It looks like TBRD able to clear everybody except Shady Lane, but Shaw bobbed around to the outside. Oh, Shady Lane's wearing Halloween fishnets with bats and moons. Very cute. I think everybody saved their cutest outfits for today.
Yeah, yeah. When it's the first Halloween weekend,
You have to.
you have to.
Wait till you see the rats. We're going to be very cute. Tornado Alley on the line for TVRD on this Plug It Up podcast jam line. And I believe that's Ricky Bobby jamming for Naptown. Just before the half, we saw Naptown close the gap and creep back up on TVRD. Really excellent communication about bridging there from the Naptown wall. That was very coordinated. It wasn't like everybody fell off at the same time. Warp speed now with star in hand, making this a Station 2 star pass. Sponsored by Station 2. They're in Choco Bottom, right?
Yeah, I think they are. Are they that cool bar that's like a firehouse?
I think they are in an old firehouse. They're very cool. And Choco Bottom's very cute and walkable to anybody visiting Richmond. Highly recommend.
Cobblestone streets.
It's old.
Pose Museum? Poe Museum? Pose Museum.
It's his personally.
They got cats?
Got cats. They sure do. That was a great effort from the TVRD wall, shutting down Warp Speed coming in on her first scoring pass. We've got Blackout versus Black Bolt. The announcer's nightmare. Black Bolt right through the middle. Although Blackout's right on them. And Blackout can pick up some speed. I don't know what wheels they're in. I think they might have jets attached to their skates. And Hell No Kitty getting a penalty for coming out of the box wrong. I believe that was a failure to reform, but that was more of a like you were lollygagging. That's a tough one.
Gonna shout out a couple more of our vendors today. We have Ghost Girl Creative, a Derby-owned, queer-owned, soft stuff, hard stuff, dead stuff. I'm wondering what the soft stuff is.
She makes little crochet creatures.
Oh, that's
they're really
soft.
cute.
Yeah, what's the hard stuff?
I think they have like bones and resin and stuff.
Awesome.
They made farts. I'm gonna call them out. IUD bolo tie.
Amazing.
Yeah. Go check out Tofu. they're weird. Oh, we've got a bit of a spill. Can't tell if this is an equipment thing or a body thing. I do believe it's a body thing. We're going to take a second to chill. I would maybe like hold off just a second before we read an ad, just to see how serious it is. Ooh.
Looks like we're coming back. Big shout out to our EMTs who are always at the ready in case anything happens.
Hate to see you, love that you're here. And that EMT, fun fact, is a River City skater named Doc McTuffins, because she's a doctor and she's awesome. All right, Huntress out for lead. Black Bolt right on their tail. Both packs trying to kind of run out of it, play simultaneous offense-defense. And a hit to the outside from pin push in there on Huntress right at the end. Luckily, Huntress is tough and just popped back up. Okay, so Grim, who I was saying, is in like the sparkly gold one. They're like a bigger skater.
Cool, yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry, that's Cupcake. Ricky Bobby looking to scoot around Cupcake on the outside. Unfortunately for them, Cupcake is everywhere you don't want them. Oh, it's a foot race. Run! This is why 10 and 2s are a minimum skill. Oh, that was a 1-0 jam. So Ricky Bobby able to pick up a point there despite not being lead. Fantastic hustle from Ricky Bobby and great defense from the NRD wall.
Must be pretty hard to know if you're lead jammer and the person who's not lead jammer is right behind you to know when to call it off.
Yeah, you kind of just have to hope and pray and pay attention to your third base coaches. Also, it's really a matter of when you call it, do the referees notice it? How quickly do they respond to your movements? We have a really great experienced ref team today, so they've been very quick calls.
That's
but
why we
sometimes
got
you have
7
to time
of them,
it.
too.
That's why you got 7 of them. Well, actually, only the jam refs can be the first one to blow the whistle for calling it.
Oh.
Luckily, we have great jam refs today. We've got Adrenaline, and I could not see who is jam reffing for black, but he's doing a great job. Both teams communicating about this pack definition and bridging super well. Hell No Kitty coming up to play some offense for Huntress. Huntress just getting bopped around in this wall. Getting caught up on Phyllis Killer. Black Bolt still fighting in the back against Blackout. Man, Blackout is the one to beat today. That is the person you don't want to be stuck behind. Black Bolt is out. Huntress right on them. I feel like we just saw Black Bolt chasing Huntress down, and now we've got a switcheroo. Bolt choosing to call it off after picking up only 1 point. Very strategic, very smart.
If the jammer doesn't have the star in their head when they pass the blockers, do they get the point for that?
They do not. Fun fact. I have done that. I did a whole scoring pass without a star on my head. It sucked.
Does that mean you still have to go? Do you have to go around the entire track, or could you just kind of cut back?
No, you have to go around the entire track.
Yeah.
I guess you could cut back. That's a little extra. Shaw out in the front. They've been having a great game today. Power Jam, sponsored by My Pussies in Hell podcast.
Your favorite gruesome twosome podcast.
My favorite gruesome twosome.
And your second favorite gruesome twosome podcast is me and Iggy on the mics today.
Me and Jags. Yeah, we didn't introduce ourselves. I'm Iggy Chris. What's your name?
I'm Jags.
Hey, Jags.
Just Jags.
Shaw choosing the most violent path, going up the middle. Shaw able to fight around L on wheels there on the inside. Ricky Bobby is through on their initial pass after returning from the box. No Station 2 star passes today. Sorry, Station 2. Warp Speed laying Shaw out. I said it earlier and I'll say it again. Warp may be tiny, but they are not easy to push around. We have a blocker in the box for Naptown. So starting with just 3 on this Plug It Up podcast jam line. Tornado Alley hitting the pack. It's the advantage of Naptown starting in the front. They don't get squished by the backpack. Tornado Alley out. And that is Shady Lane to the box on a back block. Huntress fighting Phyllis Killer in the front. And Alley fighting L on wheels in the back. L looking for that track cut potentially drawback. Huntress going for a little backwards bean dip here. A bean dip is where you duck really low and like sneak under the butts of the blockers, and Huntress decided to do it with style. Again, a little backwards bean dip. Is this their signature move and I didn't notice? Shady Lane rejoining the pack at the front and immediately finding her place. Ready to help defend against Tornado Alley as Alley goes up against Blackout, Shady Lane. Tough wall.
Sounds good to me. We got about 18 minutes left in the second half, and still it's a tight game.
Very tight.
I think Twin Valley Roller Derby is definitely widening their lead a little bit, but Naptown is not giving in. They're still trying to close that gap.
Yeah, I mean, Naptown closed a 30-point differential in the first half. They absolutely could catch this up. I mean, that's like 2 jams. Really excellent offense there by Warp Speed, taking out pin pushing for Ricky Bobby to be able to get around. It's a fight. It's a fight. I think jammers hitting each other is just like love. It's just for fun.
It's all love.
It's all love.
It's all love.
Also, guys, did you know we have a new vendor here today? They're called the Lit Bay Bookshop. They have those really cute blind date with a book, like wrapped book covers, and they've got little stickers stuffed in them that are themed to the book, starting at $6 for a paperback. They're very cute. Go check them out.
We all need to be reading more.
Truth. Blackout right through the middle of that TVRD wall. We haven't seen Blackout jam very much this game. They were a primary jammer on Friday, and today it's more like reserve specialty jammer.
Also going to shout out another one of our vendors, Dragon's Way Wellness. Check out their beautiful crystal jewelry and keychains, here for a limited time only. Oh, well, they were here on Saturday.
No, they're here.
Oh, they're still here.
They are still here. They are in the building. Go talk to them. They're really, really nice. I think the jammers are flirting again. Oh, Allie able to get around the hips of Warp Speed. Tornado Alley has been having an excellent game. I don't think they've gotten lead every single time. She's gotten lead a fair amount. Coming in backwards for that stylish scoring pass. Right at the end there, it looks like Warp and Hell No Kitty were able to shut down Tornado Alley on her scoring pass and allow their jammer to score 3 points at the same time. Fantastic defense, offense, offense, defense.
We have Blackout jamming again for Naptown, taking the lead.
Black Bolt looking for an inside line, looking for an outside line, and finding Shady Lane. Black Bolt just whipping around the outside, really using that momentum of that cut to the outside to like ride that line. And we've got a star pass.
What?
A Station 2 star pass. To pin pushing on TVRD.
Blackout was able to pick up some points from that jam. We're now at 102 Twin Valley Roller Derby and Naptown at 82.
See, we had a 30-point differential a couple minutes ago. Now we're back down to 20. Naptown is chasing them down. Can't quite see how much time we have left. Oh, we have 14 minutes. We have a whole, like, half of a half.
Yeah. And it's true, guys. 1 ain't none. 1 point ain't none in these kinds of situations.
What?
1 ain't none.
Wise words, Jags. Wise words.
One of our final sponsors for this PBR tournament is Tri-City Gastro. Don't let colon cancer knock you down. Get your screening colonoscopy starting at age 45. Or I would even go earlier. Thanks to our locker room sponsor, Tri-Cities Gastro, from top to bottom, they have you covered.
troubles. Guys, I put this on the playlist. You're welcome. Every time it's a song I added on the playlist, I turn up the music just a little bit. I didn't add this one, so I'm turning it down. We've got Huntress on the Plug It Up podcast jam line, and I can't see the TBRD jammer yet. Thank you. It's Shaw. Very tight defense here. Both packs just squished up on each other. It's so hard in those situations to move as a blocker. Naptown Roller Derby trying to take the front to protect their points from Shaw. Huntress knocked out to the outside by pin push in there, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, great. A 4-1 jam there.
If you don't like being on skates, but you do like your voice being heard and getting some attention at these games, you can always be an announcer. Always looking for more people to do this job.
Would you like validation?
One time somebody came up to me outside of the Greater City Richmond Convention Center and said, "Hey, did you announce that game?"
Did they get your autograph? Can I have your
I
autograph?
am signing arms, legs.
Are you signing programs printed by Kinker Press?
Yeah. I will also be signing gear after this game that you can buy at Sacred Supply.
Oh, huge hit by Phyllis Killer on the outside. Looks like Elle on Wheels is getting up okay. That was a tough one, though. This concrete floor is unforgiving. This thing is awful. I think this is only the second time we've seen Elle jam today. Oh, Allie, really great track awareness at the front, knowing that if Shades of Craig goes out, that she doesn't have to come in behind her. Allie getting caught up on Phyllis and Willow. Oh, guess what?
Yes.
It's a Station 2 star pass to Shady Lane.
That's what I thought you might say.
Dang it, every time Shady Lane's going to jam, it gets called off. I really want to see it. Also, shout out to the crowd. Y'all have been so engaged today.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming out this early on a Sunday. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be here at the Greater Richmond Convention Center watching people get pushed around. And we thank you for that.
As we say that. Ricky Bobby recycling really well to seam up with warp speed, but Bolt is able to dodge around all three of them. Whoop. Naptown looking to play a little bit of offense for their jammer. Not quite able to reform and get back together for defense in time to stop Bolt. And we've got a Station 2 star pass to Warp Speed, who I'm sure is about to live up to her name. One point there for Warp. Whoa. This is your every single game reminder that this floor is very slippery. Those are not clumsy skaters. They're just ice skating unexpectedly.
Yeah, we do not soap up these floors. They are just slippery as they come.
There's no olive oil. Not yet.
Not yet.
Shady Lane looking to make some space. Recycling to hold Shaw. Blackout is through. Shady Lane again with the tip out to the inside. I think I mentioned it earlier, but they were your MVP blocker on Friday, and it shows. Shaw is free. We've got 10 minutes left. The score is 116 Twin Valleys to 88 Naptown. Oh, we've got Tornado Alley in the box for a power jam for Naptown. Say it with me. 3, 2, 1. It's a My Pussy's in Hell podcast power jam. Naptown looking to play a little bit more passive offense, but Warp is able to clear the front and take out Phyllis to get Ricky Bobby through. Honestly, just targeting Phyllis is a valid offensive strategy. Offense, 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 offense. Defense. Oh, really excellent getting back together for defense there. Oh, we're cool. We're cool. We're cool.
Ricky Bobby making the most of this My Pussy's in Hell podcast power jam, picking up a bunch of points.
They sure did. Allie is still on her initial pass. But she's free. She has initially passed. That was an 11-point jam for Ricky Bobby. Really closing that gap. They're only 17 points different at this point. 7 minutes left.
Always keeping us on our toes.
Absolutely. We're cool. We're cool. Blackout versus Black Bolt. Matchup of the day. Bolt knocked out to the outside by L on Wheels. Blackout still looking for some space. It's hard to generate power for a hit with no space at all. Pin pushing, Cupcake. Oh, and we have Shady Lane with the star in hand for Naptown. And Shady Lane to the box, I believe on a track cut. It's another My Pussy's in Hell podcast power jam.
I can't not say it.
We really did have to question if we could say it on Twitch. We were like, And Black Bolt choosing to call it off early so that TVRD Mountain Mayhem can start with a power start, giving Shaw the opportunity to rack up some points for them. Not without getting 5 points of their own, though. Black Bolt had a great jam. Timeout. Presumably for Naptown. I'm actually not sure. Just kidding. It's an official timeout. Thank you, Nat. Nat they be, everybody. The announcer's assistant. Real quick look and see how many you can see. I see Thunder. I see the merch people. I see our scoreboard operators. You guys are NSOs, but you're also volunteering. Thank you so much. I see our front door people. I see Jags. I said it takes 7 refs. It takes countless volunteers to run a tournament like this, and we've been volunteering all weekend. Look at us, cards down. We're live.
And with that whistle, it's time to get skating.
Scooty shoes. Pin pushing, getting warp speed out of the way. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's not warp speed. That's Huntress. Okay, Shaw has cleared her initial pass. Now ready to start scoring some points. Shaw going straight up through the middle of that Naptown pack. Cupcake and Pin looking to hold Shady Lane in the back. Cupcake getting some shoulder on them. Her. And Shady is through on her initial. I said earlier that I wanted to see Shady jam. This is my dreams come true. Excellent call off there from Shaw. Saving those points. That was a 4-0 jam for Twin Valley Mountain Mayhem. I've been calling them Twin Valley Mountain Mayhem and then not mentioning that they are Naptown Warning Bells. My bad, Naptown. Way to go, Warning Bells. Some knee taps going on, trying to hold back Blackout. Man, this has been an excellent game for Blackout as a jammer. I believe they've gotten lead every single time they've gone out, as Tornado Alley gets drawn back by Huntress. Blackout taking down their own blocker. The other blocker's like, all right, cool. Good luck. Godspeed. Huntress playing some excellent defense. We haven't really gotten to see them defend this much. Really great getting their hips in front of the jammer.
Four minutes left. We have Twin Valleys Roller Derby at 125 and Naptown Roller Derby at 104. It is a close game.
Yep. 21-point difference, 4 minutes. This absolutely, Naptown could make this happen, or TVRD could hold it. Anybody's game. Black Bolt versus
Ricky
Bobby. Looks like Ricky Bobby was able to knock Black Bolt out to the outside. Ricky playing a little bit of defense, almost acting as the 5th blocker. But Black Bolt has gotten around Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby getting knocked out to the outside by pin pushing. Black Bolt still fighting in the front, trying to get around Shady Lane. Warp speed, hell no, kitty. Black Bolt is out. Ricky Bobby right behind. Let's see if Ricky Bobby can put on the speed, put pressure on Black Bolt. That was a 0-0 jam for Black Bolt, choosing to protect their points instead of risking Ricky Bobby catching up. Pretty smart.
Using time to your advantage.
Yep. Because, I mean, at this point, all Twin Valleys has to do is run out the clock. A little bit of a kickaroony. Looks like Phyllis went to catch the jammer, and in doing so took out 2 Naptown blockers at the same time. Although Blackout playing some excellent offense there for Huntress. Pin and Phyllis. And I think Vestigial Grim holding in the back. Huntress looking to play a little bit of defense in the back. Scooching around Pin. And up against Cupcake and Grim. Blackout trying to clear a little space on the inside. Having a day. I'm telling you, this floor. Blame it on the floor. And man, I've got to say, these skaters are looking tired. This has been a hard fight. Third game of the weekend.
1 minute left.
Beating each other up. Tornado Alley on the line again with Ricky Bobby. I'm incapable of saying Ricky Bobby's name normally. Boop, boop, boop. Five, 5'7", Robin Dagger's doing a great job coming through that wall. Robin getting a hip on Tornado Alley in the back. Shady Lane. Yeah, Tornado Alley is just able to avoid Shady. Directional called on Robin Daggers, but Ricky Bobby is able to still get out. And I think Ricky Bobby is going to run it. They're going to get as many points as they can in these 2 minutes. And in these Power Jam. Last time we saw Ricky Bobby on a Power Jam, they were able to pick up 11 points for Naptown.
And it's a close game, so.
Show is. Ricky Bobby scooching around Vestigial Grim. Oh, we have every TVRD player except for one in the box. Oh, no, they're back. That must have been a very scary moment.
Ricky Bobby able to skate by more skaters, picking up 4 more points.
Oh, it was Penny Dreadful holding it down. Ricky Bobby with a bit of a juke, a little bit of a fake out. Penny Dreadful, again, the only blocker on the track for TVRD. Quickly joined by Ultraviolent. And Vestigial Grim.
Ricky Bobby coming in, picking up a ton more points.
That was a 20-point jam for Ricky Bobby. Dang, good for them. I think that's our highest scoring jam we've seen in this game, one of the highest we've seen this entire weekend.
We got our unofficial score for Twin Valleys Roller Derby at 141 and Naptown Roller Derby at 125.
What worked well yesterday was calling the MVPs in between when they do the woo circle and when they go to take a picture. Perfect. Because they can't hear shit when they're skating around.
That's true.
Can confirm. Come on down to the line. Let's give these skaters a high five. They fought hard that entire game. Woo! Great job, Naptown Warning Bells and TVRD Mountain Mayhem.
And stick around to hear our MVP jammer and blockers.
Woo! Oh, look. Yeah.
For Naptown, our MVP blocker today is Blackout, and our MVP jammer is Warp Speed.
Again, that was Blackout and Warp Speed for MVPs for Naptown. Come over to the announcer table. And for Twin Valley Mountain Mayhem, your MVP jammer was Tornado Alley 813. And your MVP blocker was 17 Vestigial Grim. Grim, Alley, Warp, Blackout. Come here. Politely. Hello. Hi. Congratulations.
Jammer. Blocker.
Wait, will you make sure that we gave Blackout?
I gave them
Okay,
block.
okay, just check. You're good. Yeah.
Wait.
Alley. What? Yeah, wait, because. Me as blocker? Yes, wait, hold on. Blackout as blocker. Okay. Warp as jammer. You guys both did great for both. It could be really either. Mountain Mayhem blocker was Grim.
Grim and Allie.
Alley. Joint picture and then come here. If not, I will just run over there. All right, Derby fans, up next we have Small Wonder Skate Club A-Team playing Fort Myers Roller Derby A-Team. This should be quite a matchup. Stick around for their game at 11:15.